Hi, this is Ginger. I am doing my end of week 3 check-in on my Mounjaro GLP1 journey. I did do a check-in on Saturday, sort of like a midweek check-in, because I had decided to change my shot day and change my weigh-in day. So my weigh-in day was going to be easier to do on a Saturday, just because of like work arrangements and things like that. And I find that on a Saturday when I have a bit of a sleep in, and I'm weighing in sort of around 8 o'clock, that I tend to lose about a pound more than if I'm weighing in at sort of 6 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. on a weekday. So yeah, it's Wednesday today, so I did weigh yesterday because that would have brought me Tuesday to Tuesday on the original kind of weigh day. And actually I hadn't lost any more since the Saturday. I want to say I probably have lost about a pound, but like I said, it doesn't tend to show during the week, and I don't know if that's to do with water retention or tiredness or whatever it is, but excuse me, I've got an itchy eye. But yeah, so I weighed exactly the same, and I checked the scales a couple of times because I was thinking, is it just stuck on Saturday's weight, and I need to give it a little zhuzh to get it to move on. But no, it was the correct amount. So so I am probably going forward now only going to weigh on Saturdays. I did go ahead and take my 4th shot on Sunday morning, so this is the end of week 3. So yesterday, Tuesday, would have been the official end of week 3. So I've now taken my 4th shot. I took it 2 days early because I'm going to take my 5th shot out of the Mounjaro 2.5 milligram pen on Friday of this week, just because it does say you're supposed to use the shots within 30 days. I don't know how much that really matters. I'm not big on dates and labels and expiry and things like that. But anyway, I am going to do it because today I picked up my 5 milligram pen. So I will probably try and go from Friday of this week. So in 2 days' time, I'll take my last 2.5 milligram shot. Then I will try and go all the way through to Thursday of next week, because I want Thursday to be my kind of like official shot day, if you like. I mentioned on previous videos, I think I've said it a couple of times now, I really struggle on Sundays with eating, whether I'm hungry or not. Sundays tend to be a bit of a car crash day when it comes to food. And even on this journey, even though I haven't overeaten on a on a Sunday, I have probably had more thoughts of food. And when I say thoughts of food, I actually do mean thoughts rather than cravings. Sunday's a psychological hunger day for me. I haven't quite worked it out. I think it goes back to my childhood. It was something that used to happen on Sundays, and I was never pleased about it. So yeah, I used to spend the rest of the day just trying to sort of console myself and look for something. Plus Sundays, I mean, I live by myself, so Sundays is a bit of a lonely day. Everyone else is kind of doing family things, so I try and stay busy on Sundays. But anyway, I digress. So Sundays is always a bit of a car crash day for me, food-wise. So I thought if I switch my shot day to Thursday, then Sunday, I think I should be experiencing the maximum effects of the shot. So it might help with those residual sort of Sunday cravings, Sunday food feelings. I don't know what to call them, but yeah. So I'm going to see how that works out. I mean, that's the beauty of this, is that you can change things around. You know, you can move things to suit yourself, really. You can take, from what I've heard from other people and from what I've picked up from the leaflets, as long as you leave 4 days in between your shots, then it doesn't really matter. It just has to be a 4-day period. So I haven't really taken it in anything less than 5 days, I think. So yeah, so I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, so Thursday, I'm going to go Friday to Thursday. And I might try taking it in the morning because I took it on Sunday morning. I didn't have any side effects. Although I have heard some people saying that when you jump from 2.5 to 5, they can have quite a lot of side effects. So I'll see how I go with that. But yeah, we'll just have to play it by ear and see what happens. So yeah, end of week 3, I have lost in total 12.2 pounds in 3 weeks, 3 full weeks. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. And then hopefully at the end of week 4, I'll be able to say 14 pounds, which in the UK is what we call a stone. So that's kind of like a significant amount. I suppose it's the equivalent of the American dropping down 10 pounds, like going into a new number. So yeah, so if I've lost 1.8 pounds by the end of next week, by Saturday, the new weigh-in day, then I'll have lost a stone, and I'm pleased with that. The only thing I think that is kind of like annoying is that I've already lost those 14 pounds. I've actually lost like 16 pounds to bring me to the weight I was before things got out of control a couple of months ago. You know, as a lot of people, I have not yo-yoed up and down by huge amounts, but I've often tended to lose sort of 40 pounds, 45 pounds, 50 pounds, and then it goes back. With this particular journey, what I'm hoping to do is get down far enough that I can kind of do have a little bit of leeway, and maybe somewhere along the way I am going to start looking at maybe some kind of a therapeutic modality, just so that I can talk out a lot of my feelings, a lot of the things I have around food, see if somebody can maybe challenge me on some of my beliefs and some of my entrenched thinking. I do have a mental health background. I worked in mental health for 12 years, not as a clinician, but I worked very closely with sort of senior clinicians. So I've picked up a lot about mental health along the way. And so I'm quite reflective on a lot of what my thinking is. I've done a lot of work on myself over the years. The only thing I've never been able to overcome is the weight and the food, and I know that there's something in there. I think it's the lonely child seeking sort of comfort and succour elsewhere than their parents and things like that. So, that's just my little pop psychology take on why I do overeat. I think a lot of it is also habit as well. So I'm not in denial about that. I've made my bed and now I have to lie in it. But yeah, I feel now at 55 that I'm ready to finally lose this last big hurdle in my life, this thing that I feel that's been holding me back, or created negative thought patterns and things. So but yeah, so we'll see where we go with that. I have noticed I touch my face and my glasses quite a lot, so I am aware of that. I'm trying to work on that. So if anyone's thinking, I wish she'd stop touching her face, so do I. I think it's probably a nerves thing, but yeah. So how's it going apart from that Sunday's mental things? It's going good. I think I feel the best I've felt in, I genuinely can't say how long. I feel really good. I feel really happy. I feel really content. I feel very balanced. I feel very together. I had a very stressful day at work today. And before, I would have been very frustrated and angry, and I felt those feelings kind of coming at some points, but I was just like, no, I just need to get through this bit and then it'll be okay. And whereas I would have gone and picked up something probably unhealthy on the way home, or come home and maybe overeat even on good food, I didn't feel the need to do that today. In fact, I got home so late, I've just had half a protein bar for dinner. which is not great, and I'm not advocating that. Please don't do that. But yeah, I think my calories today are 746 or something, so it hasn't been a great day, just because I didn't get to eat breakfast, brunch, lunch, whatever you call it, until like 2 o'clock due to meetings and being called left, right and centre. So yeah, it wasn't a good day. I had good food prepared, but as I've said on other videos, I do have Barrett's esophagus, and I struggle with sort of my stomach being over full, so I can't go to bed on a full stomach, and I don't want to risk it this late at night, having sort of like a decent amount of protein that I then won't be able to digest, which will keep me awake half of the night. So I figured just like half a protein bar, big bottle of water, and we'll call it quits for the day. So so yeah, touching my face again. I try to think what else. I am trying to keep my videos shorter, because I know that most people sort of do about 13 to 15 minutes, and I've been waffling on for 20 minutes, 30 minutes on one of them. So I'm trying to keep it very contained, but I'm excited about starting the 5 milligrams. I am going to wait. Part of me was like, oh, maybe I'll just throw away the other 2.5 milligram shot, the 5th shot in the pen. But no, I'm not going to do that, because I am paying privately. I go through Asda Doctor, and it's £179 for one pen, which I get 5 shots out of, not the 4 that they say. So I want to get my money's worth. And yeah, the 5th shot I think tends to be slightly bigger than the regular shots, only by like 1 milligram or 1 milliliter. I don't know how to say it on the liquid, but yeah, it's slightly more than the standard shot when you twist your pen up to the 1 mark. So I will actually take all of that, which might give me the equivalent of about 3 milligrams rather than 2.5. So I thought that would be a good start to preparing me for the 5 milligram, just in case, you know, the effects are a lot stronger than when I started the 2.5. So yeah, good times ahead. So 3 weeks, 12.2 pounds, so £4 per week, which is great. I mean, if that keeps up, I'll be at my goal weight before I know it. I think I want to try and lose, I want to try and lose quite a lot. £100 sounds really ambitious at the moment, but I'd like to get there. And I don't know what it is in the UK, but I'd like to get under £200. So that's my goal, is to get under 200, which I think is about 13 stone. I'll try and work it out next time. But yeah, so I'd like to get under 200. I do use pounds more than I use stone, because I did live in America for 10 years. And that's probably where I started my weight loss journey, to be honest. Although I was thinner in America than I've ever been in the UK, which is ironic. But yeah, so I think the goal of £100 is quite a significant one, especially for a 55-year-old menopausal woman. I know it's possible because I've seen other people have done it, but yeah, it seems quite a chunk of change at this stage. But if I can get under the 200, I'll feel a lot better, because I want to say probably 2001 was the last time I was under that weight. Maybe 2003 was the last time I was under that weight. The lowest I ever was £136, I think it was, which is under 10 stone, maybe 9.5 stone, which I'm a 5'7" medium frame lady. So my bones, I am medium framed. So yeah, I'm probably about 10 stone is where I should be. But I got down to 9.5, and I think I was that weight for about 5 minutes. in September around my birthday, because I know there's a picture of me out on my birthday, and I'm 9.5 stone. And that was the last picture ever. So, but yeah, here we've gone again. I haven't got any notes today, which was not a good idea. But anyway, I'm new to this, and you know, I'm not sure who's watching, but I'm doing it more for me. But like I said, if anybody picks up anything, or I say one thing that helps somebody make a decision or stick with it, or think if that fat middle-aged lady can do it, maybe so can I, then that's good enough for me. So okay, I'm at the 15-minute mark, so I'm going to say goodbye for now. So thanks very much. That's all for tonight, and if you're watching again, I really appreciate it. Thanks very much. Bye.